The Atlantic, December 5th, 1872. A British brig called the Dei Gratia spots a ship drifting aimlessly near the Azores. Its sails are torn, its course erratic, and no one seems to be at the helm. When Captain David Morehouse orders his crew to hail the vessel, no reply comes. They draw closer. The ship's name, painted clearly on the stern, reads Mary Celeste. She had left New York 8 days before them, bound for Genoa. But now she glides silently across the open water, every sail filled, every rope creaking, with no human hand to command her. The boarding party rows over. What they find has baffled history ever since. Inside, the deck is slick with seawater, but the ship isn't sinking. The cargo, 1,700 barrels of industrial alcohol, is perfectly intact. Cabin doors hang open. A sewing machine still holds a half-finished stitch. The captain's logbook is dated 10 days earlier. Entries calm, routine. Breakfast dishes rest on the table as though someone was about to return. But the lifeboat is gone, and so is the entire crew. 9 men, the captain's wife, and their 2-year-old daughter vanished into the air. The Mary Celeste was seaworthy. The hull was sound. There was food, water, and navigation equipment. Even the chronometer and sextant were still aboard. The only things missing were the ship's papers and its people. The ship's condition told a strange story, one of order interrupted by panic. The main hatch was open. The pumps were dismantled. A line trailed behind, perhaps from a small boat that once followed. The captain's cabin was neat, but the floor was wet, as though water had seeped in briefly. When the Dei Gratia crew towed her to Gibraltar, an inquiry began. The British authorities assumed foul play, but no proof emerged. No blood, no violence, no signs of struggle. And that perhaps is what makes the Mary Celeste so haunting. A perfect ship, perfectly preserved, abandoned in the middle of nowhere. No storm, no mayday, just silence. Over the years, dozens of theories have surfaced, each more desperate than the last. Pirates? Unlikely. The cargo was untouched, valuables left behind. Mutiny? But against whom? Captain Benjamin Briggs was respected, a devout man, trusted by his crew. Alcohol fumes? That one seemed plausible. The cargo contained industrial spirits, not for drinking, but volatile enough to leak. If fumes escaped, the crew might have feared an explosion. They could have launched the lifeboat temporarily. Then a gust of wind, a broken rope, and the Mary Celeste sailed away without them. It fits, but doesn't explain everything. No burn marks, no residue, and no trace of the boat. Seaquake? A sudden underwater tremor could have shaken the ship, giving the illusion of disaster. Yet there's no geological record, and the Dei Gratia encountered calm seas. Others proposed a rogue wave, even giant squids. But those belong more to imagination than investigation. Still, one unsettling pattern remains. Ships are rarely abandoned unless the captain believes they're about to sink. So what did Captain Briggs see that convinced him to leave? In 1884, Arthur Conan Doyle, yes, the creator of Sherlock Holmes, published a fictionalized version of the Mary Celeste story. He renamed it the Marie Celeste by mistake, but his tale spread so far that the error replaced the truth. In his story, mutiny and murder explained the mystery, but his fiction became folklore. Still, Doyle's exaggeration reflected something deeper. People needed a villain, a reason, and history didn't offer one. Modern scholars have re-examined the logs. The Mary Celeste was behind schedule. Battered by rough weather off Portugal, its barometer may have been damaged. If the pumps failed, water might have entered the hold. To Briggs, that could have looked catastrophic. With his wife and child aboard, evacuation seemed safer. Yet the ship was still buoyant. It would have survived easily. There's also a theory that water in the bilge mixed with alcohol fumes, producing a loud whoosh explosion, enough to terrify but not ignite. Imagine a booming noise, a flash of vapor, then silence. The captain orders evacuation just for safety. They tie the lifeboat behind, intending to return. But the rope snaps, the wind rises, and the Atlantic takes them. No witnesses, no trace. Only the ghost ship remains. After Gibraltar, the Mary Celeste was cleaned, sold, and sailed again, as though nothing had happened. But sailors whispered that she was cursed. Captains changed, cargoes failed, and one owner even tried to sink her for insurance. She finally met her end in 1885, wrecked deliberately off Haiti in a failed fraud scheme. The ship that began as a mystery ended as a warning about greed, fear, and the sea's quiet power. Even now, the Mary Celeste drifts through history like a phantom. No one knows what truly happened to those 11 souls. Only that something, a decision, a mistake, a single moment, separated them from the world forever. And maybe that's why the story endures. Because every so often, a ship appears on the horizon, empty but intact. And we're reminded that even in an age of reason, the ocean still keeps its secrets. The Mary Celeste, the ghost ship of the Atlantic.